attention. Little bit of this, little bit of that. Little bit of this, little bit of that. Little bit of this, little bit of that. Might dump or flip where the niggas at. Might where the women at.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Oakland A's and the Sky Sox. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Zach Wheeler will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Striding in for Oakland, Tony Kemp, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch on its way. Start of a four-game set as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good and they like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
3-0 now. Pitch on the way. And he lays off. Ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Next up for the A's, Mark Canha. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. Wheeler is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
But that's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250, 14 homers and 47 RBIs. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first three pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the fourth pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll take a look at ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
2-1 to the A's first baseman.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
The set and the 1-0. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Here's the 2-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
He set the payoff pitch. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. A's strand a couple. On to the bottom of the first now with no score. Jesus Luzardo gets the call for game one of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last three starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at him with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
Two and two.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Hit hard up the middle. And there's one gone to start the night.
Batting center, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson. Here's the first pitch to him.
Inside ball.
Line drive to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Anthony Rendon. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
To 1-2 now. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Chris Davis next to bat. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Chris Davis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. The 2-2. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Batting it, the catcher, Austin Allen.
In now, Austin Allen, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Piscotty leads off first with one away. And he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. To third. Rendon has it to second for one. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Through an inning and a half. No score on MLB Network. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's inside. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here we go.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Another 2-2 offering. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time.
Hey, this has been an epic at bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
3-2 pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
Now batting, Mike Yastrzemski. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Luzardo, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Batting fifth.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Two out with the man at first. To 2-2 now.
I got to count 2-2.
And he popped him up. Kemp has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Back to the top of the order now, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp.
Tony Kemp.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's down.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter.
One gone for the A's here in the third. And striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope, outside.
Liner toward right center. Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Now in the box, Marcus Semien. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And right into the shift. But a foul ball, 1-1. Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. A's are gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Into the box, Bo Bichette. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
The shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 2-2. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 289 is the average coming in. 3 homers and 17 RBIs. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Here it comes. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Davis. And he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
So stepping in, Mookie Betts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. That one bends around the zone, and it's 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Still 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Corey Dickerson would be next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Corey Dickerson hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Matt Olson. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's the ball.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
A ball and a strike.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Here now the 2-2. Is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And Olson with a drive out to deep right. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Number 10 for him on the year. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. The windup and the 0-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Stepping in, Chris Davis. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball back outside.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Two 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
High and away, not close. 3-0. Stephen Piscotty is on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. line. That's a base hit into left field.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pot-committed fastball and cheat.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. A base hit in his first trip. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kiermaier on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
At the plate, Austin Allen. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the belt, the pitch fouled away.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The 2-1 home.
That's ball 3. Count is 3-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So now to the plate, Chad Pinder. And he takes ball 1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
Up top, it's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
4 runs here in this half inning. A strike, and it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Good battle. Count remains full. Once again, a 3-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kiermaier calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. High in the air down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The A's lead it 4-0. And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Scooped up. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Yasmani Grandal goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half.
Yastrzemski.
To the plate now, Mike Yastrzemski, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So now it's Mark Canha. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Come on now, let's get a game right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Chopper to short. Bichette gathers it in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Coming to the plate now, Marcus Semien. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Pitch is popped up. Bichette waits on it. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Olson. He went deep last time up.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Matt Chapman.
Danny Duffy, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. At the plate now, Matt Chapman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. The 1-1.
Inside, ball one.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another full count pitch home. Soft grounder left side. Fielded cleanly. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Here's Chris Davis now. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Two out here and a runner at second. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this one gets away. And the recovery's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. A's have to settle for just the one. Home half of the fifth coming up. The A's lead this one 5-0. Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The pitch.
Hey. 0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Standing in now, Delino DeShields, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Kemp ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 0-1 delivery, and that misses 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Davis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Ready for another shot now. Stephen Piscotty. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Piscotty.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is right down the middle. Strike 1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike 1. And
that finds the target. 0-2 now. hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now back, catcher, Austin Allen.
Into the box now, Austin Allen. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
A fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Digging in to try it again, Chad Pinder. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. That's wide, 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he will make the catch here just in front of the first row, and that will end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The A's lead this one 5-0. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Standing in, Corey Dickerson. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. The 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. 2-2 one more time. On the ground up the middle. And there's out number 2.
The third baseman, the first pitch. Anthony Rendon.
At the plate, Anthony Rendon. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off again. Ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tony Kemp. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson's there. 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mark Canha.
Now the A's designated hitter, Mark Canha. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's the ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. Not close. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 3-1. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Kiermaier coming on. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Digging in, the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. The 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1. Hard ground ball to third. Chapman brings it in, and there's one away.
The designated hitter, number 9, Mike Yastrzemski.
Stepping into the box, Mike Yastrzemski. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box, Luke Voigt. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Two out, nobody on. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Stepping in, Delino DeShields. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0 home. And this is hit hard to the right side. but foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Michael Lorenzen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, trying to pick things up where we left off. Matt Olson, he came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Ready once again, Matt Chapman. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Popped him up. Voit is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Davis. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low. 2-0. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And Rendon will look this one in to retire the side. A's are gone in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Lou Trevino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 62, Lou Trevino.
In now, Kevin Kiermaier. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
In there for strike one. Oh, one pitch on its way. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. The 1-1 home. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
At the plate, Mookie Betts. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
He's set, now the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball one.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
That missed. Close. It's ball two. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Two balls and a strike now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
First pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, what a play. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Yeah, you know, that's a big wasted opportunity. Even though a run does score on the play, they're still down, and trading 2 outs at this point in the game is really costly. Not a good turn of events for them.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We've played 8 full. The A's lead it 5-1. Striding into the box, Stephen Piscotty. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Stephen Piscotty.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. To short, hit hard. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Allen.
Austin Allen will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. The bouncer to the left side. Rendon is there. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. So striding forward now, Chad Pinder. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB, trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
That's by him for strike 1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Runner.
And there he goes towards second, and he fouls this one off. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Fouled away. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
In now, Tony Kemp. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0.
Oh, that's low.
Three and 0. Mark Canha would be next. Here it is, the 3-0. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Mark Canha.
So digging in now, Mark Canha. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball in.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
The 1-0.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two down, runners at first and second. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. A's strand a couple. They're up 5-1. Joaquin Soria, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Joaquin Soria.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
The designated hitter, Mike.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good fastball there from Soria. It's 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
The 0-1. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. A quick out number 1. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. He was great all night long.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
To the plate now, Luke Voigt, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Count even now at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Delino DeShields
1-0.
as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
2-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Now the pitch. Not very aggressive there, as that's down the middle for strike one. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. 2 out, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Reined in. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to take care of him, and the A's have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. It takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Oakland took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jesus Luzardo with his 4th win this season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.